Happy October and welcome to Breast Health Month. I am Emmy of Emily Ruth Health, and since it's October, I thought this would be a great opportunity to talk to you not about breast cancer awareness, but about breast health and prevention of illness through making lifestyle changes. And one of those changes I want to share with you today is performing breast massage, which is why I'm standing here in a lovely sports bra. So, what do I know about breast health and what's my experience? If you have been following me for a while, you know that I was an X-ray tech for 15 years. You may not know that my mom's experience with breast cancer, she's a 20 plus year survivor, is actually what led me into the field of radiology. So she was going through treatment, and I talked to her oncologist and her radiation therapist and really discovered that the imaging sciences were even a field that one could go into. And then from there, I ended up doing a rotation in mammography as an X-ray student. I performed breast needle localizations as a registered radiologist assistant, which is the step just prior to surgery to help the surgeon locate the area of interest before they remove it so that they can minimize the amount of breast tissue being excised. And then just a few years ago, I was working as an X-ray tech in the operating room alongside those breast surgeons to help them analyze the images and image the excised breast tissue live during operation. And then I discovered a lump in my breast that really caused me some concern. Like most of you, I was not doing monthly breast exams because that doesn't sound like fun. But this had gotten large enough and quite painful that it became noticeable, mostly through do extreme sports, CrossFit. We lie on the floor doing some stretch, and the rolling around all of my body weight on while we were doing the stretch was super painful. Anyway, talked to my doctors, ended up getting my first mammogram at age 35, followed by an ultrasound, and even though I have worked the whole realm, I was sitting there trying to hold back tears in the waiting room because I was terrified. And thankfully, I already had a relationship with some amazing breast surgeons that I knew and trusted. But with all this experience, and at that point, probably about 8 years of study of women's health issues, I knew next to nothing about breasts. There's a whole lot happening inside them. They are changing in relationship through our monthly hormonal shifts and lifetime hormonal shifts cause so many changes within our breasts. So they're not just there to be, a sexual attraction or to feed an infant. They have purpose in that, but even if we have chosen not to have children, prepartum, postpartum, all the stages, our breasts are active and the tissue is changing throughout each menstrual cycle and throughout each stage of our lives. So, wow, so much information that could potentially set somebody at ease if we were just taught. As a result of that experience, and because I am a holistic health coach and have been really interested in prevention from the moment I finished X-ray school, I am here to share with you tips for preventing illness and disease, because early detection, my friend, is not prevention. So, instead of a breast exam, we are going to do a breast massage. Now, does that not make your body relax and help you feel at ease already, just by changing the words and the way you look at things? I told you, language is important. So, what are the benefits of a breast massage? you've probably familiar with full body massage and how that gentle manipulation of tissue can help to increase blood circulation, lymph flow, help with hydration, getting your cells all the nutrients and oxygen that they need, while also improving the efficiency of toxin removal. And our breasts get a lot of attention, but how many of us give or get attention to our breasts that is nurturing, loving, caring, and frankly adoring? Probably not many. If you can say, yes, that's me, awesome, keep on keeping on. But if that's not you, you are not alone. A lot of women have really complicated relationships with their breasts. So if that's you, I encourage you to give yourself as much grace, compassion, and find whatever support you need in order to start developing this practice. I encourage you is start small, do it once a month, but if possible, because here at Emily Ruth Health, we are all about making healthy lifestyles fun, pleasurable, and easeful. This breast massage ideally will be one that you can begin to turn into a weekly or potentially even a daily self-care and pleasure ritual. So what are we going to do? Just looking at my notes here. It's really important to cultivate a nice, comfortable, safe space for you to be able to relax. A massage should, and like I said, we want this to be a pleasure practice. So get comfortable, and you can do this in the shower, in the bath, you can do it lying down in bed, sitting on a chair, lying on the floor, wherever you're going to be comfortable and relaxed. And you'll want to take your top off, ideally. Obviously, since we're here on video and that would be too risque, I'm going to leave my bra on and just guide you over top. So, take a moment to get grounded, relax, feel into your body, and cultivate feelings of love and kindness towards yourself. If you find this difficult, I did a guided meditation on loving kindness, which I have provided a link to down below. You could try that out for a few moments before you get started. And then if it's a little chilly or you need to, go ahead and warm your hands up by rubbing them together. Oh, one thing I forgot to tell you in preparation. I love to use this Wombman's Ritual Breast Oil, which I will provide a link to below as well. You could use any sort of cold pressed seed or nut oil that you are not allergic to. If you are in a bath or shower, soap. If you don't want to use lotions or oils, a silk or silky cloth can be used between your hand and bare skin to help glide across the surface more easily and make it really comfortable and more pleasurable. So start with whichever side comes to you for, right, left, whatever side draws your attention first. Warm up your hands, get your oil ready if you need it. Smooth that around. And then I'm going to go ahead and start with the right side. So I'm going to put my right arm behind my head, and I'm going to put my left hand over my right nipple. And I'm just going to start in the center, and I'm going to go in a spiral and just gradually make bigger and bigger circles, moving towards the outside of the body. So really you can start wherever you like. Direction really isn't super important, but just, feel around, notice sensations of the skin. What does the tissue beneath feel like? And if you don't look at your breasts often, if you don't give them a lot of personal attention, really notice, what does the skin look like? What are any hairs present? Notice the texture, anything that comes up. And just gradually make wider and wider circles, moving outer, further and further. And if I were bare-skinned, this would move along a lot more smoothly and more comfortably than what it appears to over the top of this cloth here. But you really want to just relax into it and get comfortable. Larger and larger circles, and even work into the pectoral muscle. That can feel really nice. I know even when we go for massages as women, that area is definitely ignored. And what we're doing here with a massage is we're helping to encourage circulation, blood and lymph flow, and all of those major vessels come together underneath the arm. So you want to also massage into the armpit and just imagine or visualize nutrients and blood and all the good energy flowing into the cells, and then helping to move any stagnation, waste, or toxins out through the lymph system. You've got lots of lymph nodes under the arm here that ideally you shouldn't really be able to feel, but if you do have a small infection or something going on, you might notice they start to develop enough of a size that you can feel them. But just relax and breathe into it. Do what feels good. And then you can go back to the nipple and go around, spiraling the other direction, and then do the exact same thing on the opposite side. I encourage you to follow your intuition, do whatever feels nice, stop if anything gets too intense. We hold a lot of our unexpressed emotions and I guess just emotions and energy. Things tend to get stuck in the body, and the breast could potentially be a location for a lot of held traumas. So give yourself grace and patience. Try to notice whatever sensations come up without judgment. And if at any moment you are uncomfortable, just stop and seek whatever support you need for that. You may feel like coming back to this practice again in a few moments or several days, and I encourage you, there is no right or wrong way to do this. It is meant to be something to help and support you. And if you're having trouble working into doing this in a way that is pleasurable, then seek out support. And if you're not having any trouble, then I encourage you to make this at least a monthly practice. If you are still having menstrual cycles, you should do it on day 7 of your cycle, where the first day of your bleed is day number 1. The reason we do day 7 is, like I said, the hormones in your body are causing changes in the breast. So that what turned out just to be a cyst that I had noticed a few years ago. After I talked to the breast surgeon, I realized that it grew in size throughout my cycle and discomfort, and shrunk the day my period started, and it kept that pattern up. So this video is getting long. Next week, I will talk about if you notice any lumps or bumps, lifestyle changes you can make to reduce and minimize those. And of course, if you are ever concerned about something being an infection or some other sort of illness, then definitely check in with your healthcare provider. This is by no means a substitute for getting care from a licensed medical provider, but seek out somebody you trust and resonate and connect with. Never hesitate to get a second opinion either if you're not happy with your experience. So, 15 minutes, and thank you so much for staying with me. I hope this was helpful, and if you would like to incorporate healthy prevention, fun, pleasurable lifestyle tools into your life, I'd love to help you out with that. So you can also book a call with me. I'll provide that link below. And happy October!